What's happening over there? Can we take a sneaky peek? Huh? Can we? Weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit! Rooker's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around. Yeah! Remembers, there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
Nick said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geovision for the next round then? Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree? What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. If someone gets hurt by accident, Clee's gonna get marched off to the confinement room again. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times, too. Paimon likes the optimist. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then... Fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. it back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! That's a statue of the Seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look. Huh. Paimon's next line was...
As we all know,
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the Seven! Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made too, but that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd lower... No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean. Huh? Yeah. Paimon's not up. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind... Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Guess all there's left to do is... Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something!
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts.
Sparks and splash! You were right! Alice is full of surprises! Good guessing on your part!
Klee can't reach those from here. And Master Jean says it's so. Pass them to me when no one's looking, okay? Klee blesses you. Have the best day ever. Resonate. What does that mean? Oh, wait! I know! It's like how I'm the Spark Knight and you're the Honorary Knight. So, we resonate.
Go now.
Yes, now we're gonna be too late.
Whoa! It's the ball!
there's something huge in the sky.
back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods. Then, the goblin was tainted by the abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and Rick. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past, right? True. No need to go for a full-on reenactment. Let's go!
Our old friends have arrived.
And it is our great pleasure to greet them. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was very... you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonia. Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant
So, what's going on?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining.
Yep. We experienced that first.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories. When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Huh, I wouldn't be much of a dodo king if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while, right? You might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not?
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
Huh. So you do draw the line somewhere.
Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Nodcry coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome reception for now. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning Knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few, create...
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a stable medium. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations. For example, these memories belong to Venti, but even for someone like him, whose memories are quite reliable, there is bound to be some variance. Not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component, so I added some self-deductive capabilities to this magic, which exacerbated the instability issues, unfortunately.
Yeah, that, makes sense.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations, and we won't need real people to act things out. Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angel's share is gonna be much more of a hassle.
Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun! Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some potential bugs. Like that weird statue of the Seven.
Oh, no, Paimon. That one was entirely intentional.
What? Seriously?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. Is a little personal touch too much to ask for?
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please. This is Mondstadt, after all.
Oh, well. Paimon can't argue with that.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who...
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are overdue for a vacation. Best to make the most of it.
Body and mind. Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation, though. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
Yeah, there are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot on your plate.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grand Master contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Tone Deaf Bard said you had other ideas.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got planned?
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on...
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting. Even
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's... There's also a booth that Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still...
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the
Hey. Relax, Gene, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not even here. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on your plate. I just didn't want you to overwork yourself, that's all.
Oh, wow. That's actually really nice of you.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be. The team will feel at home in no time.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But thank you.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec? Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the good...
Ooh, nice! Paimon's never heard of that before.
What's wrong?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over, since you seem to have some time to spare. Perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on, you know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the Grand Master.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you should at least do some work now that you're back.
All right. Oh, let's go. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
my goodness. Oh my gosh. What?
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfidia, at your service.
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. And nice to meet you, Glenfidia. By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited-time delivery service.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently, you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocrai. We sure have come a long way, huh?
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests, and Glenfidia doesn't have much experience mixing drinks. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of outstanding delivery orders on hand. Honorary Knight, if you're free, could you maybe help us out for a while?
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime. Depending.
Paimon's not sure what performance metrics are, but she's happy to help with deliveries as the best guide into that. Paimon needs to keep up with the change.
Working with you
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon.
All right. Well, if you're...
Oh my, it looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you... That's right, I'm just a carefree librarian now. If only there weren't so many people with overdue books. And I did... Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink, and if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that...
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. Hope...
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth. If anything, though, I seem to be Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up? Don't worry, there's no rush. Let's chat for a while. Take your time. Since you're asking, it's been a bit of an unusual day. There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium. Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks. Improving food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible. Oh, this? That was for a large contingent of the expedition. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of, well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting based on what I gathered. The most in their letters, many of them mentioned that they rely. Lately? So careful. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember? Not bad at all. A flawless answer. Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leewed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement. I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then. Surely you're not suggesting my investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout. As expected, cutie.
Finished! A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this. Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day? When the sun is bright, any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose. And I'll make. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
Body and mind.
Good afternoon, traveler. I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt. Both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward. I have faith in your choice.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumiduce Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation? Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has... When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of... To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the... Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of... Even in daily life. I rarely eat sweet food. In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as... They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. I studied Mondstadt's, however, this is a special case. The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a... I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seem to really like it. Extracting exquisite... It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one's sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions. It seems something similar is true when mixed properly. Yes, that's it. Usually, if it's before a holiday, there was an officer named Terena who, in the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind, so I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol. But I don't like anything too strong. Perhaps you possess a...
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance. Really? Oh, perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume. Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonius annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my... Anyway, on top of all that, the General Affairs Company has invited a renowned champion duelist from the Court of Fontaine to come here for a swordsmanship exchange. Since I'm one of the captains with the highest attendance rate when it comes to these things, and I'm fairly skilled with a claymore, I was chosen as a representative. I have to prepare thoroughly to make sure I'm a serious match for the champion duelist. And then after the exchange, I need to write at least 6 different reports based on the results. Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll...
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite? Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new That's right. The merchant I got— Oh, it's in that book, miss. After a duel, to properly play host— But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage. Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? I'll treat Miss Cloran to this juice at our post-training banquet. Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure, but fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh? If you want to know what I've been eating recently, they launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising— You did say sounds like, right? Our canned foods— The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue's stove god. In any case, after eating it for a week, you can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option. Oh my. To be honest, I'm eager to begin, but also a little nervous. Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, a more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Cloran was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Assuming these rumors are true, or that Miss Cloran's abilities might even be more extraordinary than that, it's incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink. Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that. I sure could do with an energy boost, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a cocktail? That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor. There's no need to make it sound so fancy. Fuck. In recent years, Firewater's gained... You really are good. Why don't we try... As for the alcohol... Brilliant. I'm looking forward...
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors! And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true. Can you mix me another? Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail... Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk. By the time I've gone a few rounds with that, Miss Chlorine, and completed my reports, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. I won't be forgetting this injustice.
Suspicion confirmed. While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report. Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper, and there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock. Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace. And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask. Calm and...
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire. Wow, that It's quite strong. I'm all right. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether. But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties. In fact, her publicly available battle reports are truly a sight to behold. Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines. I truly appreciate all the trouble. I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt. However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields. Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds. Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee. Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte. Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation. Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well. Indeed it is. The knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite. They told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently, it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet. You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia, but I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance. Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. Whew. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking. Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I return to Fontaine, I'm not sure I'd say that on my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, I've often heard Sigewinne praise her work. She's gentle and composed. Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles, best to just let things take their natural course. When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer a lighter tasting drink, like Buell fruit juice. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste. After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine. I had 8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate. Are you already planning the details of our hypothetical get-together? Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I'd guess my tolerance is similar to Emily's. Fruit liqueur is probably my limit. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing similar drinks for the both of us. All right, even if it's still...
All right, this new creation is a cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Have you added fruit? There's a subtle saltiness that comes the color of the wine, but where does the leisure time part come in? I see. That its unique aroma and taste will hold a special... Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, mostly for Navia and Miss Farina? I understand. I won't try thanks to you, whether I'm facing the powerful captain of the reconnaissance company or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonia.
Huh? Is that Mr. Honorary Knight? Yippee! It's you! Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Mr. Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the... You mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever visited, Mr. And no matter what drinks Mr. Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely... Oh, you want me to be mean? But Klee could... let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious. Get ready for Klee's super amazing order! I'm going fish blasting with Mom soon. Don't tell Master Jean, though. So, Klee wants to order. I wonder what it'll taste like.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a Fairweather Frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Klee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished! Yummy! Both sweet and sour. If Klee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5! But one drink isn't enough. Klee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake. Klee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Mr. Honorary Knight? Three square meals? Klee often eats 5 meals a day, sometimes even 7. Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting. When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. It's called Rainbow Fish Jelly. Her Chocogo Crunchy Slices are fantastic, too. It's her newest creation, made whenever I eat them, Yeah, what Klee used to eat, so mug nuts don't have... This stuff? A dash of put everything together Klee can give you some. That way, you could make your... Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said that book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now, Jumpy Dumpty can go... It's not hard at all. Bedtime's in. She has a lamp made of gems. Yeah! Sometimes, as soon as Klee learns how to use the... Oh, yeah! Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. Klee ate a whole so... Yeah, that Klee's looking forward to finding out...
Ta-da! It's done! I just know you're going to love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodoco candy on top! There's so much orange in this cup, and Dodoco looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down, or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Mr. Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice! Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm. And peaceful. Oh. You're the best, Mr. Honorary. Really? When the weather's nice, and when Dodoco sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoco's. Then, you should look... See you next time!
Ha. So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. When we were discussing the drink standard, can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to the most suitable choice, it's not enough to know the recipe. That's the spirit.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks this. Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, as punishment, I had to run 50. Indeed, he took 2 bottles of. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some. After Crepus tried it, his customers loved it. Yes, Faru retired. He's a. When I get the chance. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead. It was a gift. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial. I'm the Grand Master, so it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Of course, some take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow. It's a treasured place. I heard that while the expedition was underway, sometimes my conclusion. If I were, for example, we could go all in on this drink stand. If I were to act while in Nodcry. Exactly. As expedition member, just like Firewater and Smedina. These Nodcry delicacies have made their way. Young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than, unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about you. Well, let me think. Sometimes, in this regard too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not? Huh? Oh, whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling.
Here you go, Grandmaster.
Such a spirit. Ah, perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibition, that first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of it. That's the most ingenious part. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right away.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
Whatever the reason, the honorary knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time he's been doing this, I believe that someday he has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The honorary knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddia.
Also, if I may, honorary knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders. BNT!
I'm going in!
Eat this!
Watch out! The cane! You look! Maria sweeping in!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
You're toast! Boba, get...
Watch out! The cane! You burn! Up the ante! Thunder! A turning point in...
I'm going in!
Maria sweeping in! Thunder! Watch out! A turning point in...
Everybody stand back!
You're toast! Nice and spicy!
Burn! Thunder! On me! Charge!
Start the clock! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's... You asked for it! Headbutt! Hit! Charge! Yeah! Da! Yeah! Hut! Hit! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Hut! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Too strong!
Quick as a flash! Let's move!
I'm going in! Hands where I can see them! Final warning! Headbutt! Yeah! Yeah! By my spark, the night burns! Charge! Volcano kablam!
Let's justice will prevail! Antenna! Grant me strength! Hero incoming! Charge! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah! Kapow! Hi! Control breathing! On my mark! Teamwork is dreamwork! You asked for it! Stop right there! Oof! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Going in! Quick as a flash! Start the clock! Justice will prevail! Final warning! Yeah! Look out below! Hero incoming!
Press the advantage! Charge! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness! Although...
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Like the dust! Like the dust! A new moon rises. Wane.
Rally! Light compels you! Go get him, Aiden!
Without further ado, divine light, shield them!
Press the advantage! All in! Behold the dawn! You got this!
The sky clear, the glazed moon shines! Like the dust! A moonlit night for all.
Rally! Advance! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Be cleansed! The sky's clear! The glazed moon shines! Light the dust!
A moonlit night for all.
Everyone on me! All in! Light compels you! Or the light shines...
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Light the dust! Strike a pose! Let the world come alive! Transfiguration! Do your master's bid!
Mine to wield.
Let my name echo in song! Cryo incarnate! Off to the freezer! Goose on the loose!
Mine to wield.
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide! My will embodied by ordinance divine! Let my name echo in song! Cryo incarnate! A dash of frosting! A burst of surf!
Mine to wield.
Time to shine! Do your master's bidding! A little amuse-bouche! The pinnacle of ice! Let the world collide! Cryo incarnate! Shine down! Light it up! Open fire! Fire in the hole! Illusion shattered! Rise with the sun! Let's fly! Open fire! Bullseye! There is no escape! Burn it down! Bullseye! Illusion shattered! Kami-san to art! Silencio! Take me up! Locked on! Knock him down! Yeah!
no escape!
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies!
My apologies!
Lockdown! Fire in the hole! Illusion shattered!
Light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice! Let's rock! Bullseye!
Knock them down. There is no escape!
Burn it down! Wrath from the skies!
Dancing in the wind. Flip and fly. Wave. A new moon rises.
Observe. Be silent. Fear the dark. Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Illusion shattered!
Swift is the swallow. Up and away. A moonlit night for all.
Observe. Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. To dust.
There is no escape!
Close be gone. Flip and fly. Surge. New moons converge.
Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Shine down!
Dancing in the wind. Wave. A new moon rises.
Close your eyes. To dust. The night cometh. Observe.
Closing in. Swift is the swat wave. A moonlit night for all.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Be silent. To dust.
Up and away. Close be gone. New moons converge.
Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night.
Swift is the swamp surge. A new moon rises.
Be silent.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
We made it! Wow, the whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. All my terrible memories of being Grand Master came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure—
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And, of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road.
gonna take some getting used to.
Ah, looks like we've...
Wait, is this the bit where we steal... or, borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah.
Don't worry, see? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the holy... The conflict between... Come on. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the liar down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an Electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The holy Liar der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Liar.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake.
human never doubts what they both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice,
Mona?
you know about her?
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Granddaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hags.
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is
All right.
Mona's riddle. However, things that
Try to keep up!
Nice! We made it! Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had one line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. Diluc. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
On me.
Without the crest, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Thunder!
I miscalculated.
Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a fatous. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True! Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy, and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff?
Rumor has it, Fatui recruit, well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard. So, on behalf...
Well, that's what...
Speaking of, how have things...
Same old, same old. I do miss the Osh...
Yeah.
The Fatous up ahead values wealth above all else. No bar. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation.
Wait, Mona? What?
The crest is... Let's talk... I would have thought that would...
Hey! What?
All right, here's the... Oh, and by the way, Well, I spend most hydromancy. Of course, I need a whole new...
No wonder.
Generous compensation. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
The Vatus up ahead.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durant.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
All right, we've got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika. Mika! We have the crests!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it! All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, The Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true, though thine prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand! Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Look! The ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's their chance!
Group 2, reinforce!
Humph. Huh?
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once! Time for takeoff. Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Up the ante! That's gonna leave a scar. Thunder!
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
All right. I give up. Just don't hit. All right. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischel. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain.
Yeah! This rule...
Huh. Your praise.
Huh. It doesn't... True. This isn't what we were told.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait. Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your prinzessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order.
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here.
It's open!
Miss Alice does love.
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's
Wow! This is quite the gap. Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Ah, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
time to act.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal... Look at us, taking down the abyss and... I guess not. In any case, for a night, Honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we...
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking.
Disappointing, but... Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is all...
All right.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. The city is a little...
Maybe it's...
The traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster? Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Murah signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Murah, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must... Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has... Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
What? That can't be! How would the power of the abyss even get in there?
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know. Something is different about this power.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched, the dark clouds before a storm, or an omen before disaster strikes.
Of course, the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true of this abyssal power. At least for now.
You created this magic, right, Alice? Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Ooh, new magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely surprised something like this would crop up. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information first.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble to event participants. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be focusing on is how we're going to fix this.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the Abyss situation?
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis in the bud, after all.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and provide any fixes you can while the rest are inside.
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that risk. We angels aren't miracle workers.
You sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be quick, okay? This is your magic, after all.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and watch.
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon abyss-corrupted Dvalin. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair, purges him of abyssal influence, and there you have it. Happy ending.
Yep, that sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and find out what's happening.
Count me in 2. Potential threat or not, if there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger, I need to get to the bottom of it.
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic, getting to work together like this again.
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that too.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real crisis. So I suppose the memories just came back to me all at once.
Ooh, look at you getting all sentimental. That's a first.
Well, I suppose I am a bit too high-strung most of the time.
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how things should be. It's how we all grow closer. Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like Paimon here when you choose to share something.
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever, word vomits whatever comes to mind. And that's what makes her so endearing and approachable.
Ha! It's about time you gave Paimon a compliment, tone-deaf bard. Hang on. Was that a compliment?
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is happening in the bubble right now is a huge unknown. I was able to maintain contact before, But right now, all I can observe within is chaos, so I imagine communication might be cut off as well. It might be difficult for us to guide you, so proceed with caution.
Don't worry. This isn't our first time leaping headfirst into a dangerous situation.
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst. Though it would mean all our recent hard work going to waste.
You mean destroying the bubble entirely?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
All right, I'll monitor the situation from outside and provide whatever external fixes and support I can in the meantime.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Sound good?
All right, let's go.
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others? Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters! Yeah!
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door. Here we go. Think you can get away?
Together some communication and control stations and managed to smash together some items that should give us an advantage. These elemental devices are useful in a pinch, and sure to use them in any
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Ha!
All good, Venti?
Very much so, thanks to your
Yeah! The city's crawling with abyssal monsters. It's almost like we've already lost.
I'm not sure what happened.
Good point. What? Look! It's the Volin! Is that just pop?
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body. If we had failed to purify him in real—
Wait! It looks like something's falling!
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, these tears are essential. If left unchecked, they will continuously summon abyssal monsters. We also need to get our hands on one of them. No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, we need them in their corrupted state if we want to summon. I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him in his current state.
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a confrontation, though. Just like back then.
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up, but now I'm sure this situation is more than simple chaos. It seems more like— well, monsters abound no matter where we look. You choose where to go, and I'll follow. Here we go! I wouldn't gliding— Think you can get away? Ugh, I'm not in the mood for this! Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Let's play! Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Let's play!
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hey, Diluc is over there!
Here we go!
Think you can get away? Brace yourself!
Made it. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire Then my... In the face of... An empty city has its advantages. We won't need... Oh, and this thing. It looks like one of...
That happens to be just what we...
Wait, what about Varka? Have you seen him?
No, I'm not sure where he is. Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city. I was going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
Good idea.
Look, it's Jean!
Verdict is...
Here we go! Time for takeoff!
I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters sure fight like the real thing. It's a...
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears, we can use...
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Varka, by the way? We haven't found him.
No, he might be at the upper levels. Let's search together.
Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Brace yourselves! Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Verdict is...
The Grandmaster should be over there.
Brace yourselves. Huh. Huh?
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Up the ante! Maria sweeping in!
Think you can get away?
Time for retribution!
Barbados, guide us.
Up the ante!
Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece?
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time to help us out.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up too. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at this point.
Yeah, we should get out of here. No sense wasting our strength.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again.
Yeah, we can hear you now. What's going?
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all the events within it. And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered—
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events where the honorary knight—
Wait, but even if the traveler never showed up,
the Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific situation, sure, but if I'm not mistaken, you've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. It felt so real, I doubt I could ever forget it. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away, but you were wounded in the process.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness until there was nothing left.
Wait! Does that mean what we saw earlier was—
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. He is in dire straits. The power of the Abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sentencing him to death.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis,
we have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. The real Dvalin is right as rain and a lot more mellow than this one, that's for sure. We have our solution, so let's hop to it. Should be a piece of cake for a group like this. No time to lose, right? We've got Klee waiting for us after all.
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some time. Of course, the sooner we resolve this, the better.
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know? No need to scar yourself over a game, right?
I'll be fine. I was prepared for that possibility back then, too. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits. this is it. Ready, everyone?
More than.
Of course. I just hope I learned a thing or two since the first time around.
Ha! Guess I'm the newbie, huh? Good thing I'm a quick learner then.
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight in Tibet. Were you nervous back then? How about now?
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once, and we can do it again.
Paimon believes in you!
Then let the mournful cries of this lyre, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task. But how could I claim to be the finest bard in Tibet if I didn't rise to the occasion?
I have heard enough.
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core. Up the ante! Burn! Up the ante!
Nice job! One more to go! Thunder! Up the ante! Up the ante! Up the ante! Charge! Thunder!
Time for takeoff.
Burn! Thunder! Thanks, Gene.
Devalin, you're here!
I follow the lyre's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's gotta strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
La la la! Mom, I'm here to play! Huh?
Looks like it was a happy ending after all. It was kinda like a choo-choo cart ride. It had its fun moments and
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the window. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. She's a daring one, that's for sure. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just...
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My treat.
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight, it's on me. I happen to have a bottle...
Haha! Even better.
Say no more!
All right, let's head over to my place then.
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of...
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off? Come on, we never get a chance...
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters with me after we're done and help make up the work.
On second thought, how about you just join us when you're done with that? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay, all's well.
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening, and you live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here and there, I suppose.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is... It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like...
Huh?
Let us not forget, the courageous dragon slayer in the story? Well, in real life, he had already left... Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death, for another hero would have come along and paid a...
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the seal.
Dear Paimon, you're free to ponder such questions. Word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs, over the fates that will not come to pass. Those who can observe fate see both the good, but all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate...
All right.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal...
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just...
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and... The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbeloth's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not... This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that these events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means, of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. So then, the question at the heart of it all is this. Why
Paimon gets it. It's hatred that stems from not...
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added, and thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border all the... It has quite the victim complex, that's for sure. It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, To exist in this world is to be a spark of luck.
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius, I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
Whatever for? Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting—
Oh dear. Run, Clee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, farewell, forever traveler. You shall never see me again.
Looks like it's been fixed already! It sure would be convenient if we could build a choo-choo car track straight from here to Mondstadt.
An express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Oh, okay. Might not be the best idea.
Yes, but you're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself.
For sure. You don't have to—
That's right. There also appear to be automatic harpasta launch.
Ah, that's what—
Why not? You should know— hold—
Oh.
Wait! But there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
Flowers look local.
Definitely not.
Another tent? Huh.
It's here because I refused to let that mage use my house as her playground. But we still needed an...
Looks like we can use this device to keep...
Now that you mention it.
Nights on vacation, summer, the sea, and a small little wave rider. It's all taking me back.
However...
Oh, I remember.
Fun times, huh? So...
Be my guest.
You know, the expedition in Nodcry is coming to an end. But knowing Grandmaster Varka, I imagine there will be another chance to set off in the near future. Not that I'm extending an That's our honorary...
Come talk to me when the intel I have...
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for...
Body and mind.
With one heart, we pray.
You play, yeah? Ready, go!
Leave this place. For the everlasting forest.
Save your intel! Send!
Know my soul! Witness the power of God!
Don't be scared!
Gems! By the frostmoon of old. You poor lost.
Hey, go away!
Resistance!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter!
Send!
Body and mind.